It was 1971 when Tom and I moved from Holland to America. We moved to North Carolina and rented a greenhouse in Charlotte. And while we lived in Charlotte, we bought this piece of property, the first 85 acres. That's how we started Metrolina Greenhouses.
Metrolina Greenhouses, 40 years and still growing.
My dad founded the company in 1972, 40 years ago today. He founded Metrolina Greenhouses.
All around our employees, they treat us with the utmost respect, and they would do anything for our company to make it run. You know, in good times and in bad, like when my husband passed away, they were all there and they felt like they all lost their best friend.
My dad passed away 2 years ago, and it was tough for all of us, but his spirit still lives here. The legacy he left still lives here. All his children still work here, and his wife, and so we're all here together, driving what he did, carrying that legacy on, and then passing it down to our children to do the same thing.
He invented all these things in the greenhouse and made it easier to work.
We are the most technologically advanced greenhouse you're going to go into. We try to automate as much as we can. You did one of two things. You either automate or you stagnate.
Automate or stagnate was one of his famous statements.
And that's something Dad always taught us, was try to figure out ways to automate things and make it easier on the employees that you have. One thing that my dad came up with is a transplanter. These are machines that'll pick up 36 plants at a time, plant them at one time. 30 years ago, that was unheard of. Even today, a lot of greenhouses don't use them. That's a huge change that was made in the greenhouse industry. Dad started on that probably 20 years ago.
What drives our company is innovation, always looking for the next biggest idea. It's never one huge idea. It's 100 ideas all combined together to make this company so great. We believe in trust, and we'll give back what you give to us, and that's that trust relationship we have with our employees. And we also believe in giving back as much as we can to folks who need more than us. We give back locally, we give back internationally. Double Harvest, which is our mission in Haiti. We run an orphanage for a couple hundred children, a school for 500 children. Through the profits we generate here, we can give back to people like that. We've had people here 35 days, we've had people here 35 years, but everybody likes the spirit around here, the constant growth and innovation, and most importantly, we try to treat everybody like we want to be treated. It's one of our foundational principles we've been taught since we were kids.
Obviously, over 40 years of business, you're going to have some setbacks. We had one in 2003. It was a fire. It burned up 6 acres of greenhouse, and within 7 days of that greenhouse burning, we had plants back in it. So everybody pulled together and we got it done in 7 days, from fire to plants.
Working in farming or agriculture is not easy work. We know it's hard labor for folks, so we try to make the atmosphere as much fun as possible. But it's not something we do, it's what the people do every day that makes the atmosphere fun for everybody.
Employees, obviously that's our #1 asset. Without our employees, we're nowhere. We have 600 full-time employees that we count on every day to be here.
It's very important to us that our employees are taken care of. My husband was very big on that. He said, the people that work for you have to have a good life.
I know that we have the greatest team in the greenhouse industry anywhere. So that's not just in the United States, that's in the world.
A lot of the innovation ideas come from the people here. A lot of the technology development comes from the people here. And of course, all the hard work that happens here every day comes from the people. We miss the people who aren't here today who helped get us here, but we know we have 40 more years after this to keep growing. That's what really drives us every day.
When we started 40 years ago, we were hoping to have maybe 10 acres of greenhouses. That was our big dream. Never thought we would have 150 acres of greenhouses now. When we came to America, we had $5,000, and that was it. And the clothes on our back. So that is the American dream.
Today, Metrolina Greenhouses has 150 acres of greenhouse. We have 600 employees here, $125 million in sales. We'll grow 3 million poinsettias, 6 million mums, 70 million total plants, and we're going to keep growing in the future. I want to thank everybody. It's been a great 40 years so far, and I can't wait to see what the next 40 years holds for us here at Metrolina Greenhouses.